Hi, so today I want to talk a little bit about this, what this is, and why I did this. Well, there's not a big why, it's just like I'm having fun building these kind of things. So, this is like, I don't know, my fifth, sixth, seventh attempt of 3D printing a FPV drone frame. So, this is a true wax lightweight design. It's hollow. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. We'll check out later. So these beams, the cross beams, the X beams are hollow. Why this is because if you make them flat, it's plastic. It would flex way too much. But if you have a bigger structure, then of course it won't flex that much and it has less vibrations when flying. And of course that's something you want on an FPV drone. And on the other hand, the bigger it gets, the heavier it gets. So that's why I made it hollow, and that kind of works quite well. Maybe you've seen the previous flight video, which was like the second battery I flew with this thing, and must say it's a pretty decent freestyler. Surprisingly, I was kind of thinking more like of a cruiser actually to get like a lot of flight time out of it, but it does freestyle, and that's mainly because of the motors. These are old FPV cycle 2800 kV motors, 2203 size. You don't get them anymore. They're not sold. So if you want to build something similar, you need to source some other motors. But they're super smooth and they have a lot of torque, and that's probably why they make this quad freestyle so good. Props. These are T-mount 6-inch props, which are not very common because usually you'd have the 5 millimeter hole. But on this one, with the motors, they have T-mount prop motors, prop mount, and yeah, so I needed to find some. But there's these are gem fans. What does it say? 6026. Yeah, 6026 props from Gemfan. Not very expensive. They work well. They work well. I found. There's one little thing which I misdesigned on this frame when designing the distance of the motor to the center. I miscalculated. I was missing out that the standoffs here, they have a thickness, so I was measuring to the center of the circle of the standoffs, and the props were scratching on the standoffs. So this is why I called it a 5.9-inch quad, because I just cut the, I don't know if you see this, maybe the focus doesn't work. Yeah, but I just cut the edges off and then it still flies. Doesn't even sound that funny, by the way. So it kind of works good. Next build, I'll probably make the arms a little bit longer, and increase. That would increase the weight minimally, but yeah, it would still make this thing quite lightweight. I'll come to the actual weight at the end and post a picture to have a proof. Stack, I'll just source whatever I had lying around. So the flight controller is a Flywoo 16 millimeter stack actually with the ESCs. The ESCs don't have so much amperage. I think it's like only 25 amps, which is enough for this kind of build because it's not a lot of weight, and the motors are quite efficient, so it works. Motors don't get hot at all. It's I just flashed Betafly at 4.5 with all default pits and filters, which worked super well. Filters I might need to tune because I do get some jello on the lens occasionally, but not too bad. I mean, it's getting a decent flight time of about 4 minutes with the smallest one, which is a, do I have it here? Hold on. I have it not lying around, sorry for that, but with a smaller size, 550, 500, 500 or 550 milliamps per hour. 3S, yeah, it's 3S, because a lot of people of you might have been wondering why 2800 kV with a 6-inch. I mean, this would be way too high with a 6S battery. That thing would just explode. So what you do is you take smaller 3S batteries, and also another reason for this is they have bigger cells, single cells, compared to the 6S or 4S ones. So you have less packaging but more energy. That's my theory, per size and weight, which would in the end make this thing also more efficient. Yeah, video system. This is a Voxnell Avatar Lite, which goes up to 3S, thankfully, and that was designed for tiny whoops. But even on this thing, it works well, and I've got on board so yeah, and the battery died of the camera. So I need a quick wrap up. It's a Voxnell VTX. Quite a decent range with this antenna. You don't need a lot of range because with those plastic drones you don't fly long range. And other than that, the total fly weight with the smallest battery that can take, and it goes up to 4 minutes flight time, is 249.9 grams. Hit right on the spot. How sweet is that? Okay, so I know I'll add some flight video after this, so you can check out how this thing performs. And hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and maybe subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell for getting notified for new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.